Welcome back to XDA TV. This is TK, and today we're going to tackle some of the questions that you guys posted for me on the Ask TK segment. Let's check it out. The first question that we have this week is coming to us from R2, and he's asking us a simple question. Is there a benefit for us to be able to play around or change our radios on our device? Now, when I say radios, I mean the baseband. This is what I have right now on my OnePlus 3. But you have the ability of customizing this the same way you have the ability to customize your twerp recovery. You also have the ability of changing whatever OS you're running on your device. Knowing what you have as far as a radio starts you off with the right foot. You should always have your stock radio backed up on your device. So download that and make sure you have that zip file. All the radios are flashed via zip via the recovery. So a custom recovery is required. You can't change any of this unless you have that. Again, the benefits of changing the radio could impact either battery life or performance. So that's generally why people do this. If you have a much better cell reception, but you're draining your battery at a much faster pace, it depends if you want to basically put that, balance and put it back more to a stock radio. I've also done it in the past for myself where I've upgraded the OS and the new version of the radio doesn't support or doesn't give me the best reception. So I end up having to downgrade my radio back. As OTA updates generally do or can include baseband updates. So that's something you want to be aware of. ROMs don't, but OTA updates that come from the manufacturer, like especially if it's jumping from Lollipop to Marshmallow, there's a very good chance that your baseband changed. So that's why you always want to know what it is. But thank you for that question. I think it's a very good thing to kind of discuss. And if you guys need more information, let me know in the comments below. I can always do a video specifically talking about basebands and some of the benefits there. What is the best alternative as far as a ROM for the LG G4, specifically now that you're kind of bored with the current version of it? My recommendation would be to go directly to xdadeveloper.com, type in your device here, the LG G4, and make sure you click it. We'll go directly into the forum. We'll go back once here. On the main forum, make sure you check the device, whatever you have. Now, this is the general forum, which means it has everything that as far as the G4, and then it has the subfolders for the different variants of it. So if you're specifically looking for a specific variants question, you can go in there. But these ROMs here will definitely work with you as long as you make sure that the model number on your device matches. So if we go into the G4 Android development, we can definitely check out the different options. Of course, CyanogenMod 13 based on Android 6 is for my right now, it's the best case you can go with. There's Genesis ROM. Of course, you have the Cypher ROM OS, I think version 2.3.2. And of course, you have the ability to go with the XOSP version 6.2. Now, make sure you're checking the ROM, the title. It'll usually tell you which version of the device that it'll work. Like the H815, that's the international model. You should be able to be fine there. And H11, I think, is the US T-Mobile variant. I could be wrong on those models, but just correct me if I'm wrong. Pick the ROM, make sure you do a twerp, a full backup of your device, and then go from there. Switching ROMs is definitely something very exciting, and that's one of the things I really like about our devices is that we can not only customize them, but we can change our ROM, change the entire experience. If we don't like the UI, just change the entire ROM, and then you have a whole new device in your hand. Of course, make sure you download the recommended kernel so that you can get the best experience. The last question of the day is from a user called Mishushakov. Hopefully I'm not saying it wrong, but I could be. And the question is essentially regarding my Remix OS PC that I have on my desktop. I have the Jide OS running right there. This is Remix OS. It's booting up on my Remix desktop PC. Now, Remix OS is a very unique OS. I did check them out at MWC recently. I've been using this for a while. It's a great OS to run on either an x86 hardware or even on Android hardware. And that's the beauty of it. Really, it's the marriage between Windows and Android in the middle of kind of like there. If they had a baby, that's what Remix OS would be. You have multi-window support, you have the ability of running applications as if you're running directly on, let's say, a tablet or so on. Depending on the interface that you have, if you're running Remix OS on a tablet, you could have a really good experience from the sense of that it's a touch screen and it works. They do have independent desktops that run Remix OS, so it's a good alternative. If you have an old laptop, an old system, an x86 system that's running really slow with Windows, I'd recommend you switching over to Remix OS and just getting that entire new life into it. A great OS, a lot of support. There's a lot of forums here at XDA that we have actually worked with them before. And as you can see, it just finished booting up. It pretty much looks like a regular desktop. Most people kind of pick up on it because it has that different logo on the bottom left. Right now it's not there, but you can see here the settings option, the different things. The one thing you want to be aware of, officially Remix OS is no longer supporting GApps, which is the Google applications, but it doesn't mean that you can't sideload these things onto your device. Definitely a pleasure if you guys are looking into it. For me, I think this is a little bit better than Chrome right now as far as Chromebooks, mostly because it runs on laptop hardware and it gives you the benefit of having both sides and still enjoy having somewhat of a desktop application, copy-paste, multi-window, again, true multi-window, having multiple sessions running at the same time. It's something very, very nice. So that was it for us this week. Please please post more questions in the comments below. I'll usually give it about a week or so for me to kind of get the best amount of questions that we can get and try to put them into this short type of video. So again, thank you for the support. Like and subscribe as usual. Like and subscribe to my channel. I will see you guys in the next one.